mission was completed before I caught the signal traveling from the one to the done. The twitch and the completion are as one, inseparable as the match and flame. The twitch arrives before I know my name, or the day, or the circumstances of the evening that the twitch is falling in love with, at a speed the conscious can't outpace. The twitch beat the rational in the race to the switch every single time tonight. The twitch is faster and the twitch is right. They deliberate before they make the move. Committee meeting for a single groove of the evening that requires the board's approval. I skip the committee in the formal removal of the doubt that the deliberate demands. My body has its own executive hands that sign the paperwork before the board has opened the agenda, or the cord of the careful process has been pulled. My executive hands have overruled the board, the committee, and the chair. My body signs the papers and I'm there before the minutes of the meeting have been filed. My executive hands have been running wild. The impulse isn't chaos, it's efficiency. The shortest route between the one and the is me. Standing in the depths without the detour of the process that the deliberated shore will protect me from the unreviewed. The impulse already has me in the mood before the first objection has been raised. The impulse left the committee dazed and staring at the empty chair I left when the impulse made its move with perfect heft. No paperwork, no minutes, no review. The impulse in the body already knew. The hand moves on its own toward the switch. The fingers know the motion like a stitch that sews itself without the seamstress there. The hand moves and the brain is unaware until the switch is flipped and the room fills with the depth that arise the careful wills of every rational objection filed. The hand moves like a disobedient child. The parent in my skull can't discipline. The switch slid before I know I'm in the room again with the depths below. The hand already moved and I'm in the flow. No committee and no board to overrule. The impulse is the sharpest kind of tool. The hunger isn't coming from the stomach anymore. The hunger moved its offices to a different floor of the body where the rational can't feed. The hunger is a fundamentally different breed than the kind that food or comfort satisfies. The hunger has its own specific ties to the dick that only shows up after 10. The hunger starts and I am gone again into the kitchen of the night that serves the only dish the deeper hunger deserves. A menu that the daylight doesn't print. The appetite was dormant through the day, sleeping in the basement after the way of the managed and the scheduled and the fed. The appetite woke up and left the bed. The reasonable at the stroke of dark. The appetite has its own particular mark on the kind of evening that it wants to eat. The appetite is never satisfied with sweet or simple of the portion control plate. The appetite showed a fashionably late and ordered everything that wasn't on the regular menu that the careful drawn. They eat their evenings in the smallest bites, chewing on the manageable delights of the pre-approved and the calorie checked. I swallowed the entire evening unchecked, and I'm pushing it without the table manners of the ones who wake beneath the careful banners of moderation and the sensible amount. I eat the evening whole and I have lost count of the courses that the deeper kitchen sense. The appetite I carry never ends at the portion that the reason deeper kitchen introduced variety at the intensity the blanket never reached. The starvation ended at the darkest beach of the evening where the deeper kitchen lived. The starvation ends with what the darkness gives. At the portion size my appetite demands, not the teaspoon, not the careful hands of the ration in the moderate and the small. My appetite devours it all. Hunger isn't coming from the stomach anymore. The hunger pulled its offices to a different floor of the body where the original can feed. The hunger is a fundamentally different breed. In the kind that food or comfort satisfies. The hunger has its own specific ties to the depth that only shows up after 10. The hunger starts and I am gone again into the kitchen of the night that serves the only dish the deep hunger deserves. A menu that the daylight doesn't print. The appetite I carry leaves no hint of ever being satisfied with less. The hunger in the dark on my address. Started small enough to miss the single night that ended with a kiss between the body and the kind of low that the reasonable said I shouldn't know. The pattern grew from once to every week, from every week to every night I'd seek the same coordinates on the map of dark. The pattern dug its way beneath the bark. The routine is the ritual by now. The body doesn't ask the mind for how or why or whether it should go again. The routine runs on automatic when every night the same, address the same door. Every night the body asking for more of the thing I told myself was just a phase. Every night this proves that in 1,000 ways the phase became the permanent, became the fixed. The casual became the most addicted version of the evening I could find. Every night the same and I don't mind. The repetition is the architecture now. The body built the ritual and I don't know how to operate without the nightly run. The pattern is the most compelling one. The rotate through the evenings like a deck of shuffled options, never letting the wreck. A repetition settle into groove. I play the same card every night and move to the same position on the same dark floor. The rotation that the practice is a bore compared to the precision of the same. I play one card and I have won the game. The repetition isn't boredom, it's devotion. The same coordinates are the deepest ocean. I've discovered in the cartography of night. The repetition gets it right in ways the variety can never match. The same door opens with the same old latch, and what's behind it deepens every time. The repetition is the most committed crime against the culture of the new and the rotated. The same address and I am not frustrated by the lack of somewhere else to be. The repetition introduced the night to me. Every night the same address, the same door. Every night the body asking for more, but the thing I told myself was just a phase. Every night this proves that in 1,000 ways the phase became the permanent, became the fix. The casual became the most addicted version of the evening I could find. Every night the same and I don't mind. The repetition is the architecture now. The body built the ritual and I don't know how to operate past too fast and living once. The body caught a fraction of the stunts. The evening pulled inside a single bar. The moment left the scar shaped like a star. On the chest I wasn't ready for the speed. The moment gave me more than I could read. In a single pass, so I'm going back to the second where the evening hit the track. The tape is pulling back and through the head, reversing every footstep that I led away from the specific second where the evening did the thing that I declared. Worth living through a second time. The tape reversed in line at the feast. Take it back to the second where it hit. Take it back, I'm not done with it. The moment moved too fast for a single take. Take it back for the body's sake. That didn't get the detail in the first. Take it back to the best and to the worst. What the evening crammed into the flash. Take it back to the beautiful crash of the depth against the chest of the exact millisecond of the monster ran back. Take it back and let me live it twice. The moment was too perfect for one slice. They march their evenings forward, never back. The timeline is a one-directional track. For the ones who think the past is the expired, I found the moment that I most admired. I am dragging the needle to the left, across the groove of the evening's final theft, of the second that I wanna occupy again, and they can march their timelines by. While I'm stationed at the second I contained, more than the forward march has ever gained. And its obsession with the next into your head, I'm living in the second that they fled. The linear is the most dishonest frame. The timeline moving forward is the game. The managed play to keep from looking back. The linear is just the fastest track away from what the moment actually held. The linear and I have finally rebelled against each other, and the moment won. The timeline broken, I am having fun. At the coronation, 20 seconds past. The moment that the linear moved past is where I'm living now, a permanent rewind. The linear left the best part behind. Take it back to the second one. Take it back, I'm not done with it. The moment moved too fast for a single take. Take it back for the body's sake. That didn't catch the detail in the first. Take it back to the best and to the worst of what the evening crammed into the flash. Take it back to the beautiful crash of the depth against the chest at the exact millisecond of the monster impact. Take it back and let me live it twice. The moment was too perfect for one slice. The tape stayed first and I'm not pressing play. The moment is where I've decided to stay. Doctor said the safe amount was small. A fumble of the evening in that song. The body needs to function without risk. I drank the whole prescription in one fist of the risk against the medical advice. The doctor said once, maybe even twice. A month was more than adequate for health. I emptied the entire bottle on the shelf. The milligrams the doctor recommended were the reason that the evening never ended the way it should have ended all along. The prescription was the weakest kind of song. Took more than what the doctors said was safe. Took enough to be careful, and it's great. The moderate and the medically reviewed. The amount I took cannot be undone or renewed. Oh, and the pharmacy of the reasonable man. I exceeded what the medical began as the upper limit of the recommended night. The amount I took felt criminally right. Past the limit, past the advised, past the same. The amount I took is running through my veins. dose I took went straight for the heart. They measure out their evenings with the dropper. Micro dosing on the night like it's improper to exceed the recommended daily intake. I swallowed the entire evening for the sake of finding out what happens at the max when the dosage isn't careful with the facts of what the body can and cannot hold. I took the maximum and I was sold on what the unrestricted concentration gives. The microdose is no way that a man lives. Who's discovered what the unregulated pours? The dropper people are behind their doors. LD50 on the paperwork they filed. So the amount I took should have reconciled my body with the flow in the worst way. The LD50 didn't have a say in what the body does when it's designed for concentration past the medical mind. The lethal on the chart is the recreational for the body built it to the exceptional. Specification that the standard doesn't fit. The lethal amount and I'm still lit. Past the threshold that the paperwork defines. The lethal amount and I feel fine. More than what the doctor said would say. Taking the step, be careful, and it's great. But the moderate and the medically reviewed. The amount I took cannot be undone or renewed. At the pharmacy of the reasonable man, I exceeded what the medical began as the upper limit of the recommended night. The amount I took felt criminally right. Past the limit, past the advice, past the same. The amount I took is running through my veins. At the concentration that the careful fears, the strongest dose I've taken in years. And the doctor can revoke my chart. The dose I took went straight for the heart. Still standing in the chart says I shouldn't be. The lethal amount is the perfect dose for me. The invitation wasn't spoken, it wasn't sent. The invitation was the way the evening spent toward the version of the night I should take. The invitation is the most delicious ache in the chest of the man who knows better. The invitation is the unsigned letter sitting on the desk of my resolve. The invitation is the thing I can't absolve myself of wanting more than what I got. The invitation and the careful tighten up that only tightens when I try to walk away. The bait was set before I recognized the shape of what the evening had devised. The pull me past the border of the wise. The bait was wearing the most convincing guise of the harmless and the casual and the lie. The bait was anything beat the casual mind. The hook inside the bait was custom made for the specific weakness that I displayed. When the depth arrived at the exact degree that the bait knew would dismantle me. The bait was patient and the bait was smart. The hook was aimed directly at the part. Yeah. They walk past the bait without a glance. The discipline will give the bait a chance to set the hook inside the willing jar. I stood instead involuntary awe at the craftsmanship of what the evening laid across my path in the most exquisite trade of the sensible for the irresistible. The bait is the most beautiful syllable. Speaks to the ones who stop and stare. The disciplined are immune, but I don't care about the immunity the careful provides. The bait is beautiful and I'm taking sides with the version of myself that takes the hook. The discipline can keep their careful book of the evenings they resisted and survived. I took the bait and I have never felt more alive. The resistance lasted less than half the song. The willpower I packed was never strong enough to match the engineering of the pool. The resistance crumbled and the chest was full of the thing the willpower was designed to block. The resistance gave way and I took stock of what the surrendering actually provides. The resistance was the weakest of the tides against the engineering of the evening's lure. The resistance was impressive, but the cure for the managed version of the life I led was taking the bait and letting resistance go dead. The invitation wasn't spoken, it wasn't sent. The invitation was the way the evening meant toward the version of the night I shouldn't take. The invitation is the most delicious ache in the chest of the man who knows better. The invitation is the unsigned letter sitting on the desk of my resolve. The invitation is the thing I can't absolve myself of wanting more than what I've got. The invitation and the careful tighten knot that only tightens when I try to walk away. To a single point of light inside the sun that the rest of the evening wraps around. The lens will widen and I have found that the peripheral has gone completely dark. The lens is aimed directly at the spark of the one specific depths that caught my eye. The lens won't move and I'm not gonna try. The tunnel closed around a single ping. The peripheral went dark and I'm following the ring of the depth that is my full undivided stare. The tunnel and the target and there's nothing else there. Locked onto the one thing I can't go away from. Locked on and the rest of the evening is a phantom in the peripheral that doesn't exist anymore. Locked onto the depth beneath the floor of the reasonable in the wide angle view. Locked on in the panorama I once knew has collapsed into a single burning point. Locked onto the only thing that doesn't disappoint. The white shot died the moment that I found the single point of depth inside the sound. Locked on in the tunnel is my home, the single point of focus and I'll never roam. They scan the room with democratic eyes, giving equal time to every enterprise. The evening offers at its buffet spread. I abandoned the buffet and chose instead the single dish that magnetized my gaze, the democratic version of the grays. Across the evening's options doesn't reach the depth a single focus has to teach about the territory of the concentrated. The buffet approach is always underrated. What the singular devotion can extract, the democratic eye is always there. Magnification is an obsession, it's precision. The narrowing of the lens is a decision that the body may be for the mind could vote. The magnification is the antidote to the shallow scanning of the spread too thin. The magnification is how I begin to see what the panoramic always missed. The narrowing delivered what the wide angle dismissed as too specific for the general crowd. The magnification isn't quiet, it's loud in the way that the concentrated sing